Oh, hey, what's up? So, you want to get this cart and that toolbox put together tonight or what? Let's do it. Okay, so I'll give you a fair warning here. This is not going to be the most professional install that you've ever seen in your life. Or build or install or whatever you want to call it. It's going to be something. So we got some casters and some hardware somewhere. Some casters. Bag of bolts that's split open. That's real good. We got bolts rolling all over the damn place. They actually used nylon fasteners to put this thing together, so that's cool. Not, I hate nylon fasteners. Whatever. 2 straight casters, 2 swivel casters, straight casters on this end, swivel casters on that end. Get that out of here. So the bottom of the cart is underneath this chest. Again, remember, not the most professional build you're going to see. Why? Because I'm not a professional. So we'll set this off to the side, and if it gets a couple of wingdings in it, well, too fucking bad. It's going to get more over the course of its life. So in the application that we're going to use this cart in, let me grab these vertical pieces here. The application we're going to use this cart in doesn't provide for the lid to be open. The lid's actually going to be closed. So we are going to lose a little bit of potential storage space in that cavity where the lid will be closed, but that's okay. Nobody cares. Right? So these, there. 13 millimeter, ½ inch, whatever you want, whatever you'd like to call them. Should probably go and figure out exactly which one of these you need. You need to have that square spot. It's higher than it's further than halfway up, so you want it to be approximately line up with the bottom of the tool chest there. These come with washers because, you know, typically you can only do 2 at a time because otherwise they interfere with each other and all that other junk. In this application, I'm going to need a gear wrench because clearance issues. To be able to use a socket, the gear wrench will make much faster. Now you put your other ones in. Watch your gear wrench clearance to ensure that it will actually work. We're going to go ahead and just dump this hardware out on the floor so that way we can just get after it. Maybe some people want to be more organized than that. I'm not those people. Somebody's nuts different than others? I don't know. I don't think so, but so for the front and back, we can use the deep well socket. For the sides, you're going to need to wrench because of this rib that's in here. And it's the same process 3 more times. 3 more times. Three more times. All right, so I went ahead and put the rest of the corner pieces on in this side pan or bottom pan of the cart, bottom of the cart, whatever you want to call it. We're putting this last caster on here. Now we'll flip this thing over and I'll kind of explain a couple of things that we're going to do a little different on this, because we're kind of building this to suit, I guess you'd say. This thing flipped over, and a lot of times they want you to leave it loose until leave everything loose until you flip it over. I can tell you I did not do that. I flipped it toward the single casters because they lay down, make it a little bit easier to flip it over without trying to roll away. So we have that. We can get this cardboard out of the way. I don't need this drawer liner because, again, we're not, plus I already stepped on it. Toward it. Whatever. They're kind of junky foam anyway. So we have our cart here. The only thing we don't have on there is we don't have our handle. That's going to go on the swivel caster end. So we need to do that. This only has one strong arm on the lid. They only install one, they send the other one with it. I have no fucking idea why. Whatever. We got a little bit of hardware down here, and we have a couple of side braces. Where the smell did I put the side? Oh, they're over here. So, because let me get you in here. Ugh. So because we're not using this compartment, this is going to be closed all the time. So it comes with these, which would traditionally you would install on the inside here, and it would line up with the holes here for your longer objects. What we're going to do is we're going to install them on the outside, and that way we'll still be able to utilize this for putting stuff in there. We could also put them up here, which I may do in that configuration. And that would be a little bit more ergonomic. So, but before we close this lid, I'm going to take those strong arms off just in case I want to use them for something else. Because again, there's no reason to, if you want a time capsule or something, go ahead and throw something in there right now. But we're not going to be putting any tools in there. So the other thing I have to do is, because when you push these down, these little plungers that go down, they lock the drawers from opening. You can't open the drawers if those are good enough, right? So we're gonna take and cut those off and get rid of them. Good enough. So on the swivel caster side, we have to take the lower bolts out on the top here, so we can put this handle on, so we have something to grab onto and move it around with. I could have done it before, but it's kind of easier to flop the thing around when. So you just take these two back out. Not a huge deal. There isn't room to get a ratchet wrench in there on these ones, so you're kind of stuck with what you got. Which ain't much. Box end wrench, or conventional wrench. And so there's your handle on this side. On this end over here, I'm going to grab these side braces again. Put them over here. I think what I'm going to elect to do here is I'm going to put one up here and one down here, so screwdrivers and stuff, and then we can do some longer picks and whatnot in the bottom one. So I'm going to take the bottom ones of those out. The thing I don't like about nylock is you can't crack it loose and spin it off. You don't need that fucking washer. You don't need that washer. It had its fair chance. The hell with it. Seriously, you're not going to be able to use a washer on there because you aren't going to have it. They just barely give you enough on the nut anyway. So with these shorter bolts, because it wasn't made to go here, and they didn't give you longer bolts, and I'm not getting longer bolts. Fuck. I don't want to do that. I think I want to go this way. This one might be the opposite way. Nope, they're both the same. Okay. Let's check. Want to go this way? It drops, gives me a little bit of handle clearance along the side there. Oh, sure. It's not, it's not set up for the, not large enough for the carriage head to go through in that direction. So we have to come from the other side, see if it spins or not. this one, a couple bolts, a couple nuts. I'm going to put on the same direction bolt. There we go. Done. I will keep these out of here because we actually have the correct amount of hardware left over, which is just good. Those are not utilized because of the configuration that we used for those. This would have been bolted in this position on the other side. That would have accounted for 2 bolts, 2 nuts, 2 washers. So let's get that toolbox on top of it, shall we? So the idea is to be able to get this on top of here, and then be able to get it back out of here, because this toolbox is heavy. It was 100 pounds before I put stuff in it. Now granted, I didn't put that much stuff in it, but try not to pinch my gut. I'm a fat kid, you know. I'm a fat kid. All right. Oh, it seems like it sticks on there pretty good too, eh? Kind of like that. Make sure we're not pinched there anywhere. There's handles that go on the side, though I don't know if we'll be utilizing them yet or not. And put them in storage. See if I can So because of the slope in the floor there, I might want it to sit there. We'll see. Concrete's not perfect over here, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. See a little bit off kilter right there, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to have to be out from the wall a little bit anyway. Well, that's kind of better anyway right there. Perfect. Nice. We can still hang stuff on the back of the wall back there behind that toolbox. And we still got plenty of room, plenty of clearance, and it's plenty accessible to get out and move around if we need to, but that'll be the primary storage spot for it. I like it. So there you go. We're making progress. We're getting organized. things are happening. Things can get in there. We got a little ways to go. Admittedly, there's a lot of stuff. Some of this gets to just fuck off into a fucking heap, but we're making progress. We'll be ready. Hell or high water. First of the month, we'll be ready. Or not. If you guys like what I'm doing, throw me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Ring the bell, get my notifications. Memberships are down there if you want one. And I do appreciate it. Road trip stories probably were up before this one, but I'll get you some more as soon as I get on another road trip. So appreciate y'all. See you on the next one. All right, so I don't have any fucking fancy intro stuff yet and exit footage because, well, it's Friday. How many days you got left, Rick? 5 days left. Woo! So I don't have any of that fancy stuff because it's on my old phone and I can't seem to fucking recover it. So I'm gonna have to put together a new intro and a new fucking ending fucking clip there. So such is life. I could fucking probably screen record, whatever. We'll figure something else out. It's just time for a change anyway. So yeah, I don't have anything fancy to fade away with and fucking say fucking sayonara, so I'm going to try to throw this bastard on the back of this video and try to get the fucker spit out the window. So that way y'all have something to watch, because I don't really feel like fucking live streaming tonight, because my wife's going to be gone and I kind of like to work in the shop. But if I have to, fuck it, let's go. So, throw me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't and all that other bullshit. I think I already told you that, so hey. Appreciate y'all, and we'll do the fancy fade out like